Good afternoon. And so dafo fro Nyankopon adom ye da so atinkom tachrama da bodwemboje die mu afrisane. Na chese Nyankopon ye edi ne yie, yen ye ho ye, minim se ba bia so wo bia wo ho eye, ye da Nyankopon ase se ye tinkom. Ebra so se sinupen dwumadie no ye de ebre wo. Ba bia wo bia meka sinupen a no age so ye ka no sadia etie ne sa pepepe asem bia ni ho ye fra ho ntoma ewa ha. Aha ye kasa kukuduro so tumi so ena nokre ekwan so aha ye mfrefra nsam ntoma ye ntwan kontompo ye nya didi atem ewa ha na mom ye ka nokre sadia etie ebra so sa afei ensam ahodo egubamba so enenso so no ye hwe na afei yetimi edimu enkomo na enra ye hye enkomo twetwe bi ase ewo Ghana enkomo so menimi nua Albert Asmani ye hye enkomo bi ase enkomo no eye Ashanti region NPP amanyoko ne fa ewa santememu no ena entwodi a wo mu diye ewo 2024 elections no washase a wo mo eye enhwemu ahodo na afi wo ma hwe ba bia efri ya etimi ebae na wo mo enhwemu de di kan kra no ewa santimantem de no alande enti eno ye hyase na wo mabo enipa bi edin se sankofo no sebe wo mo no mo contribute to the loss of the party in 2024 elections no enti na kwan bia so ebedi mu nkomo na na ba bia bekeka kono eho eduru eho edo eho be ye kama enti bo modern se wonso obetimi aka ye ho kama me pa cho bo modern se obetimi ede wani akyerem ewo ye Facebook se ukọ Facebook a eye Net2 TV GH YouTube enso so the same thing Net2 TV GH eho announce betimi aka ye me pa cho se radio ena wutie on man 107.1 FM and afei asantimantemu eye Ash FM eho enso so eye 101.1 FM and afei 90.1 FM eye Nap radio ya eno so wo asinfosu and afei emfimfini mantemu to be precise achese eniema ekoso kama ewo ho mepacho otie yen ewo emiamia awudo bebrebe wudu wani kyeremu ewo eye amanone ene ade a eho nyina no onsa eka yen ewo ho ye wo Kings Jesse radio eno ewo New Jesse ewo eye America memu USA eho ana chese bibia eto epete afei eye Amansan radio ewo UK awo no so ede etum Success radio enso so ewo eye London memu a wono so eguso a wopia egum enkakrakra me pacho bebia obefa bia won sabetimi akan on TV enso so Net2 TV ya chese yetwa epitu o ye frame Anthony Kofi Nkum daddy frame Mr Nkum na fe yenko yenim me na me di dwumadie no chia me pacho ma yenhye dwumadie na se yenko na fe yenko enkotie the mentality of a lion as usual enanso yenko na fe yem piki bibi wom ya piki wom ana fe yakuya nim ama bibia etimi aye kama mientwa ye wona yemra sesi a
of everything of value, the family, the pack, dinner. If you threaten anything of value to the lion, you better be prepared to fight. What do you need to protect? What are you willing to fight for in life? Not physically, mentally, emotionally. What are you willing to sacrifice your time for? What or who keeps you going? What is your purpose? What or who gives your life meaning? That is worth fighting for.
The lion mentality eno ani akohwe abano na lion na ka kire ense ade bi o na se ohunu ni se okun wo ho na ebebo a bomodin se ubetimi akon wo ho amana ba beye wo dia enti eno ana mema peke minim se onsoso apeke bibi foforo enkakrakra sa na yeguso ayeko yenim kai na hye nso se dwumadie ni awafa ho ka nyina no eye Mary Noel Beauty Academy. Me pacho ma yenko ho ne yenkosua nimde eho ne yekwa kosua de eho ne yekọ ne yefiriwo firi a ya ba be ye professionals me pa cho se oduani echire mu asoye ho a eye basic barbering eno no ye kire e wo ho basic barbering ye kire e wo ho na afei eye hair technology ni nyina no ye kire kwan abefa so a etiri hu a ebubu ubetimi ayam na gina kama afei se ekoba ne se bia opese obeye professional in eye therapy eno nso so bomodin se oduani bekirem ewo eye Mary Noel Beauty Academy me pa chaw eho ne yekọ na ye ba ye boa ema ho frankasa no emfaso etimi eba so ye ne ye ba ebetimi ye firi wo ba ya de value to ahonfe pe ye kira kwan ye wo eye adenta won sabetimi akanyen ewo eye 6 ala Ajete Street 6 ala Ajete Street adenta ewo nkran pompune mantemo freyen na fe ye nin komo ewo 020-920-1365 na fe oni endi enkomo numbers ni biem eye 020-920-1365 na fe woni eye Mary Noel Beauty Academy endi enkomo ema bibia enye kama abusua ma yenko na fe ye series aya hyase yenko to aso series ya hyase from last week Monday no ye di hu nkomo enra nso so ye to aso enne enso so ye san ato aso medical culture say topic ye kan ho asem on editorial no the essence of leadership in the developing countries, the essence of leadership in the developing countries. Enti yaka amana ba bedru the effective of leadership. Enti yaka ho asema ye hu the attribute esese wo ye leader ubetimi aboa ma niema akoyi a esese wo enra ye ko number 1 eko number 2 ko number 3 esan de bedru number 4 a chese enne no ye toaso e de afri baby a ye dru ye enra no na fe ya toaso akwanim. Enti producers se my crowd a eno ene da so no, please join us on Facebook and afa YouTube na yenni hu enkomo eho Facebook and afa YouTube Net2 TV GH on sabetimi akayen na wonso kenkan bi kama wo hwe eye entro na o se investment in human capital enti se we effective leader eye say NSS utimi eye investment in human capital, prioritizing investment in education, healthcare, and skills development is essential for unlocking the potential of human capital and driving long-term socio-economic development. And to say ena etie, we know your attribute number 5. So we are effective leader. This is what you should have. We NSS or say SSA wutimi eye investment in the human capital. Now talking about human capital no or say one SSA education. And that was the main reason why in here me baby a me jina bia no His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo me bonabaso esanse ekwanya ofa so or investing in human capital no, it tells you say yes papa no enim niana oye because eno ne betimi aboa ma wiase akonanim. Investing in human capital no after say o educating nkofo ebi nso ne say obetimi aboa me yanya ayarhe papa ba ko nso ne say obetimi aboa ema in terms of market suku adan papa enkwala betimi akọ school wom ene ade nyina no ni nyina no eka ho enti every effective leader bia no e make sure say sa niema we nyina no obeye ho adwuma ama niema akoyie e de ama wono ankasa ne man. Enti na His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the former president, bra obedi omampani no, otena sia no hu se no, oman we se yaka education especially second cycle no, enipa bebre ne yetwa wo mu eja. Enti otena sia no se no, aban be kuku sika ne bo ewo soro. E de akwakwahya humasuam se de be ya, Ghana de hya hodo na benya ehumasua. Enti wo bomode ni free SHS ebae. Free SHS na wode baaye no hwe enipa wodo a womutimi eco school e wo Ghana ha na womo edoso pa. It tells you say Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo eye na dwene say obey invest in a human capital. And then also see hwe suku adan NDC for 8 years a omo bedi ye right from 2009 edi ba be si 2016 a omu free so. Now compared to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ne 2017 edi be si 2024 you could see that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo invested massively in human capital or making sure say Ghana for school adan ahodo no ye be si dodo na. And he also made sure say ye betimi esi hospitals ahodo enti through sa effectiveness no mu and ye ba be hu bibia wo mo agenda 111 say each district biana each constituency biano SSC etimi esi hospital baako ewom aban hospital enti say adwuma na oyeye no every leader biano that is exactly what you have to do. Enti eho no ba bia megire bia Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo papa me tuche edema say in terms of investing in human capital there wo kire yen say ampa wo gina mu fapem wo kire yen say ampa wo gina wonan so ya wa dwene say na ba mo man no etimi akonanim producers ma ye hwe ne eto aso biam na afei ye nto aso enko yenim eti say ye ka ne sa na ye ka no kure ye ka sa na ye ka ne sese leader wo ye enunti NDC amanyoko sese masan ba betena konwa so ye hwe ne amonso de beba ye hwe ne amonso de beba na fe yetimi akeka bom ne ahun se monso ma ye madwene se mo beboa in terms of human investment no I mean human capital no mo invest amoman na konanim ana etesen because oman bia wotimi enya nimdie bia no eyade a etimi eboa no producers sama ready amon fanto so na fe ye nto aso enko yenim afi attribute number 6 no or say resilience and adaptability. Resilience and adaptability. Say adaptability no say ye hunu bibi ewo eye oman foforo so ana ye hunu bibi a enipa foforo eye na fe ye nso ye twen ade aba be kan ye de ho eti ma ye hwe se de o say leaders must demonstrate resilience in the face of adversity. In the face of adversity, and possesses the agility to adapt to changing circumstances. They should be proactive in addressing emerging challenges and seizing opportunities for innovation and growth. It is an American time His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo share free SHS aseno. Wamo ehun se nkofo kekansem emofra no kra ekom eku omo enkoda na nkasa kra ba bi ombeda kra omu nya bi enti ni nyina no eye ohawa na ewom ensu ni nyina mu no na waye na adwene se opese woye emu oman no kwa nanim nti ogina pemo ogina ne nan so resilience ogina so se sede etie bia no obeye enti ohaw ne ade a eba free SHS wu nyina no Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo gina ne nan so make sure se obetimi aye ama Ghana mebunu ana Ghana emrantia ne mbabawa enya ehumesua enti ogina ne nan so eye saade no and then also ade baako a esese oman bia no wutimi ekọ wonim ewo ho ne se ubetimi adapt se wo adapt a wo hear from other developing countries no eniama omo ya ede omo ekọ omanim no eno na esese wo nso wutimi ekofa edeba no aba beye ama wo nso man atimi atumpon eti saade no nso Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ema obi ahun se nani abere se obeye eti time na NDC for nam se free SHS no enkoye free SHS etisei free SHS eyese ya wo mo eto humpi ni nyina no na aban na bonitiri mu pose obekoso anu aye producers monfanto so ne ahwe the next attribute na fe ye nto aso enko yenim and so that is the kind of attribute a assessor leader wutimi enya my ahwe the last attribute in this topic na ye said ya etie okay so eno ena wo ho no enti say ye kwa document ni mu a you could see that amman ahodo a wo mo aye niema ahodo no producers monfa document no to so after attribute no let's see what is there na for ye nto aso enko yenim enti esese yetimi adapt and that is the main reason why Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo eba ye no wotimi eye bibi wotimi edi bibi eba ye otimi edi bibi ba ya ye fre no yesi tree crop development authority otena se ahwe ya no hu se Malaysia for other countries Indonesia for wo matimi edi bibi ti se cashew Ivory Coast for cashew wɔn de yɛ adwuma Tanzania foɔ wɔn ahyase a wɔn ɛyɛ adwuma ahodoɔ ya wɔn ɛyusu saa tree crops no edi nya mfasoɔ bebree ɛwɔ wɔn man mu eti ɔtena se no hwɛ edi no ɔse no ma yɛn so yɛn kɔfa no yɛnyɛ den yɛn fa mmra Ghana ha ana ɔno nso bɛtena ha otimi ɛte saa deɛ no bi proper adaptability otimi adapte nea ɛkɔ so our mind ahodoɔ so and what they ɛbaayɛ and so that is exactly what we are talking about say we are effective leader that those are the attributes ɛsɛ sɛ otimi enya it is a when those attributes na ɛsɛ sɛ wɔn kasa wohɛ nneɛma yie obi ɛkae wa na sɛ yɛ ka wɔn asɛm ɛkyerɛ wa no matter what ɛsɛ sɛ otimi ɛtena se na wotie nea yɛ ka no na wotase ne sɛ besepa ɛne nkwanni ahaban nyansa kwan so na watase mu nso okay sei ɛna nkɔfo ɛka ma memfa saa deɛ wei na mefo sɛ ɛbɛboa until ɛno ane yɛka ho asɛm sɛ it is about time not in our president alone but in our MPs in our municipal and then chief executive district chief executives omu nyina no it is about time we assemblyman we a leader who lead the organization adwuma bi na sha onsa whatever that you are doing you need to make sure say ubetimi adapt this kind of attribute na aboa ama wonso so bibia oyɛ no etimi akɔ wanim abusua ma yɛmfa nna de no so mfensia na yɛnkɔ yɛnim nyankopɔn ɛyɛ adom a ɛkyena so yɛbɛto aso na afei yɛde saa document no aba awieye na yɛahwɛ bibi foforo eti abusua ma de kan aka kyerɛ sɛ ɛbra so yɛ menemi nua Albert asumani eba betena se na afei yɛde Ghana nkɔmɔ ɛde abrɛw na ene Ghana nkɔmɔ no maka kyerɛ nneɛma ahodo a yɛba bekom NPP report in Ashanti region ɛne yɛbekom na afei yɛtimi ɛde mu nkɔmɔ ama bibia ayɛ kama abusua ma menna me ho na afei memra na meba mene Albert asumani betena se na yɛde Ghana nkɔmɔ no yɛde abrɛw ama bibia ayɛ kama yɛba sisia yesan ama ye ho akwa babiem e de ba sinipen dwumadie no so ebra so se ye kɔ ensemu e wo Ghana enkomo so abusua enne enkomo no ba bia keka kɔ no ye yankasa wo studio ha no ye wera ho enti enne ba bia ye befe bia no say yes say party na say yes say party ye wia na ye behu ne a say party mensa kaminua Albert Asmani e wa ha ye bedi Ghana enkomo na medical culture say enra ye share NPP report from Ashanti region report a wo ma ye chese nhwemu omo ye concerning abana NPP lusu ye in 2024 no aba abontene na honorable Oseiche Mensa Bonsu ono ana no odi animu woye odi committee na animu omo ye sa nhwemu ni nyina anu omo de krata no kokoshe chairman Bernard Ntwibosi akọ chairman wuntumi ye de share nensa na krata ni bia ba abonten enra ana ye share ana ye kemu nsem na womo a list nipa mako 11 asa 11 no omo ana omsusu se enam wo mo so ena amanyokuo no edi encho ana se Ashanti region antoaba no boom amfama NPP enti sa nipa na krata na abobo omudin no yenyi twen enyi adoa emfiri mu me pacho bra Facebook bo modern so bedwane on Facebook ana se YouTube bra YouTube oba YouTube a obeba behu emfoni no se eda ho enipa mako 11 ena krata no abo wo mudin na ye beyi no mako ne yakemu asem ni nyina no ye beyi no mako ne yakani nyina mu asem kwa me ba fo abronye ene ne wofa na no obiribu ahe ye kan omo mu nti omo ye omo 1 but ye pemu a omo ye mako edumienu 12 ene ye beka ho asem ye beyi ne mako na ya ye justice to ni nyina na senia enkofo bi ti abonten na yene a yete aha ye kasa ye kan nkofo nsem a ahye omo boso ye kama wo mu no ya no mu hu se ye ne ye say party no ye wo nipa bi a ye hu omo gentle ene na mabonten hihye suit abot tie pampi but adwen ekuta wo mu no ene sa suit no tie no enko adwen ekuta wo mu a wo mu ankasa wo mu ede ewti amanyokuo no mu no enya kura and those are the same people a ye ba da kwa abato so a na wo mo ehas ye insight nkofo bi ebo nkofo pa ye ntwotwo nsem fanfan nkofo ho ye nim ni nyina enti Albert aba ye ba bedi nkomo na afa yakọ anim maka tro se bra YouTube any Facebook ube hu se enipa ye be kom ho asem na report no eka wo mo ho asem no wo mu nyina eda o TV no so bra na behwe wo mo ye beyi ni mako na afa yaka ho asem His Excellency na nado danko akufo-addo eka ho afei yewura Ken Oforiata enso so eka ho ana afei Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia His Excellency ono so eka ho ana afei yewura Oseiche Mensa Bonsu wono ankasa odi report nanim no wono nso so eka ho ana afei eye KT Hammond wono nso so eka ho ana afei eye yewura Napo ono nso so His Excellency oka ho bi ya cheso mu nyina no krata no eka mo ho asem ena chema wuntumi enso so krata no kan ho asem se wono nso so eka ho bi ena omulu so aba no ana afei yewura eye Kennedy ohene Agyapong ono nso so krata no bo ni din kan ho asem se wono nso ka ho ana yelusu elections no na yebeka obiade mako ye ne mu nyina na bekan na moa mahunu nsam a ye trofa ebinom ho ene nsam a ye trofa afoforo nso so no na mahunu ba bia sa report no ekeka ko sa report we ene ebema ye nyina ye hunu ba bia enipa bi ekeka ko sa ekwan tantan kwanfo na omofa so na ema sabi ntwodie ba ye no eno de ye afiri ho ena nsam bia nipa bi kan way back 2015 ena otan hunu nti akofa ba behim yemfa megu nipa nim ase yemfa mesen nkofo yemfa meka nkofo nhye no way yemma kwan Albert
Nkum
akwaba
ye nua boko de
bibia boko na so ho te sen
nyame adom
ye nyame ase
adom cry
all right sese no mahun se wo no mede mani to so awanhwe a medi me dok no kwa because de bia ye twama ne ye jam e kire me kan say de tie me si ni pain achiro me si ni pain e de achiro so we
kan achiro
we de yen kan achiro minu ya bibia bako de all right and then so ya ba adwuma enti kwan bia so ya ba ye adwuma
yaba na yaba
ana meboa
wow sha
enra report no ba bia wo sha ase free ye eni ba bia wo beduru ye ba bia wo du enra no e ho ne ye sha ase free ne on say enra wo ba bedu edin enipa bia ya bom din we aye 12 protagonists the main 12 protagonists our mama you know you know wo mo enom de bai na ansa na meba Albert so no ma yenkonkwohwe mfoni bi ana yenkohwe video bi na yentie yewura oseche mensa bonsu wono na wodi committee nanim amom ye sa report e de ba abontene na wakodi nkomo ni bi wo baabi ma yenkohwe nsam a waka na fe yembra back na yentoa so ewa
Baumia mun repeating and say other candidates in bra Baumia o minia research ye Ashanti region out 1 out of 16 regions near ye. I'll tell you something. Baby, consider teams ne koye no. Bisa questions ni na wie na mo de Baumia de abem so kuku ID no. Baumia say bia oye stremi for the first time abedi inye stremi abedi party and I say for the first time kramuni bedi ekorenim e kan bi. O maybe some no they abaka say nipa ni nyina constituency bia mko bia debi anya religion asem
nkremosem what you say
okay
say eno nye factor dia na mka so woni de yire no hono de ehunu bi da say if sasasem no we Ashanti region kwa o say regions no ne nia omo ye nyina be share ne maso it had nothing to do with him ne baby jenyo no kra bia nka yenkugu no betima aye more than data
otimia push up 41
41 almost 42% there why then change a winner
okay
nanso other regions so there ba ne bia ka nyina bo be say oh ono kra ayi mo de sa Ashanti na mo ye na ha ne
okay
ebia
I get it
o kan ho nti bia about 20 30 40% of a defeat no attributable to him there.
Oh, okay.
Why do you repeat him?
Okay.
What you say?
But the
Nyendru.
Way Ashanti
dear.
Okay.
Ya chire say. Enye nkremosem, enye siremosem.
Enye Baumiasem.
Baumiasem.
Bibintia.
Enti wey aye yewura oseche mensa bonsu. Ne nkoma okodi ye ewo Insha FM ewo Kumasi Asante Mantemu. Enkoma okodi wo ho eno no. Na nka me pese producer atimi bo ni nyina manisi. Na me pese producer bo tape ni nyina manisi. Mesraw bo tape ni nyina manisi. O bo tape ni manisi a okay. All right. Enti oseche mensa bonsu. Ne nkoma okodi ye ewo Asante Mantemu Insha FM. Eno ne yabo ayetie no. Na ne awo kan se Yewura Dr. Mamudu Bawumia ya NPP amanyo code ne ko 2024 no. Ensem a efa ne ho anase nkofo kafa ne ho se enu nti na nam so mantwedie ba ne nya sa nete. Na mmom omo ko ye research na omo de ba ye no chese enam ba bi foforo kra. Eti na nitirimu po nyina ne se enam ba bi foforo kra de a se ensem om keka efa ne ho no se nya sa nete de na chese ono ana sese omo san ede ne kobiem. Look. Ma yen kansem enkyere mo se mo ye mpenifo but the true baby a esese mo ankasa nso no before say mo be ka bibia ba abontene no you should weigh the pros and cons of asem a wo ka no because ya sha oba ka tell say Dr. Mamudu Bawumia win election na wo ye ba be mo akwa speaker of parliament eti e ho na wadwene e wo say yemfa ono no yemfa ne nko. What are you talking about? Say yama sabi nipa bi selfish interest no mama ni dia ni mu first Emma party na ba bedru ba bi adru na mo ntim mo ankasa mo koye resource a NPP amanyoko nya ya no sabi esomani resource a NPP amanyoko ni nya ya no esomani ebi sida time mo ya mo report no adenti na manko zongo so no manko bi sasa questions no because I am one na mo gina na mo kan say for the first time some de kremoni ban kremofo nyina wo ma support to NDC over 32 years no wo mu nyina be free NDC aba beta mo chi aba beto aba amamo ana mo de no baaye ena nkramofo yi anto anfa amamo se na nya no kre nkramofo bi anya se obi no mope ena amana ba be sini sei na ne se mo sound report abawi a ba bia mo san so mo twa nsam a mo de kono no de a yenso ye betwa na ye de ahia mo pepepe Albert
Mr. Nkum me da say it yenhwe before me call into the report proper no me address honorable Chairman Sabunsu ne video ya ehwe you see honorable Chairman Sabunsu you obi a party num ye bunu papa with DMP from 1997 abesi 2024 oyobi a wabeye minority leader majority leader but for this committee okodi animu no let me tell him say he is doing a great disservice to his integrity. He is doing a very great disservice to his integrity. Say when you careful by the time sa report he ebe call from he also go down.
Exactly.
Say when you careful by the time ebe Ashanti region kwa report area no he also go down. What is his interest? Is it the PR for the committee or the chair of the committee? In the first place, he should even be ashamed of himself for reporter or submitting to the Ashanti regional chairman. Any now watching a report in Abedabon thing. Afraid there or not our chair reporting him. If the report is for the public, he should give it to the newspapers and the media houses to publish, or should organize a press conference. Afraid there or not our chair report, baby Ankrofo Anka, and baby Ankrofo Anka. Was he part of the people who administered the questionnaires? Was he part of the people who interviewed them? It's even against research ethics. Say, research na wabisa question na question nka ho no ukobisa nkrofo no na wade abeka report no because utie na o see yebisa mo nsem ni nyina awie no ado mo bisa mo say Dr. Mahmoud Bamia ne religion for me part of the defeat and for say David was he there
until there na more secret to achieve
was he there was he part of the people that administered the questionnaires was he part of the people that went to the field honorable say Chairman Sabonsu interest pa ni sen after there jumping from one media house to another who explaining reporter what chair committee a year for internal issues and then what radio so ha or channel TV so ha and who explaining reporting was he like maintenance because first and foremost mo cross and kabo integrity and time and neck eti committee say yankoye national research and head yama party edi nkugo pe and Kansas Ashanti region mo put on hold on this exercise neck Ashanti committee the venerable Okwe and edi animu a omoye research across Ghana then mo prem hold them dey we but to come and preempt the omo dey ban omo de say report your agenda nyina ne said there wo mutiri mu Ashanti region ho na honorable say Chairman Sabonsu chairman ntumi aka bom no omo de person omo de sane other 15 regions na de omo impose omo ideas on the other 15 regions. That is what they are seeking to do now. Bibia omo come report no me no they are forcing it on other places at this Okwe committee enquire. What is that? Obi free parliament and say uncle for about this so this is what you can do. We are research back one region pay aliki. One region pay you don't call committee chairman say koye ade party. You couldn't even protect your own integrity. Na eliki ye we poa anka mani liki na nam system no me. Afraid ya wona wo fa no chapter by chapter to come and explain what the respondent said. You are trying to impose Ashanti region for a recommendation no amodiabano to intimidate other regions to follow suit, which is so unprofessional.
That's just all defending the project.
So unprofessional. Mama found call reporting you. The another baby edu ye no 2.1. Ashanti region reporting na honorable Chairman Sabonsu na PRO for that committee, you know. Say what low from the chairman of that committee to the PR of that committee. ana no ochirem said the identity tie was 97% of the respondents were unhappy about some unfortunate and inappropriate pronouncements by some of the major actors in government and the party. They could not hide their disappointment with comments from personalities like President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, in particular in respect of Kwabri roads. Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong, his comment about NPP comprising stupid people and his expressing regret into belonging to such a party, that the NPP government is made up of thieves, that only he stands for Ghana first, his personal attack on candidate Baumia and his wife, etc. Yewie Honorable Kennedy. Before me Kosokrat to other one, tie the omuka for President Akufo-Addo. The comment about Kwabri roads. What did Akufo-Addo say about Kwabri roads? I know their reports said the omunim for Akufo-Addo who are Kwabri roads. Mamin Japan Abuka Japan. Na me read something about Dr. Napo. Na me samra back to Honorable Kennedy.
Dr. Matthew
Opoku Prempeh.
Okay, Cornelian.
Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh. His description of former President Nkrumah, even though he was stating a matter of fact, and occasionally his general demeanor did not allow him to unleash his potential of delivering the youth vote.
Enti mamen kai ahwefo ne atiefo se document na ye kan no ne ayebe kan bia no eya na wo TV no so. Enti oba YouTube a osu betimi ehunu bi. Na wahunu se sebe enye bosirem kan bi no obi ye ne ha. Oba hwe TV no so a obehunu se eda so pepepe se de tie. Na afa ye nyina ya kan amu bia ate ase abet to aso.
Enti the person me draw attention to ni say. Yabo nipa miensa din wa ha. Of course nipa ne doors we will deal with all of them. But if you mention Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, now I can say his remarks in particular to Kwabri roads. Now about Honorable Kennedy Agyapong din a, what can say his comment about MPP comprising stupid people and he expressing regret to belonging to such a party. Mame enka say sa statement here omo edia be sa bogus Ashanti region MPP a self way me pebrofo bi dia hye ho
de beba brofo ne bi beba o de nya abotre ko anim ebeba
na omo dia be hye hoyi sa asem be hye Honorable Kennedy Agyapong made this statement February 2015. That was when Honorable Nanaya Osafo eko shia MPP for Eastern Region, I'm recording Nanaya Osafo for the beto abonten. Emma party for nyina bufu ye, including Nanaya Osafo himself. Nanaya Osafo came out to say this tape was leaked by MPP people because he was talking to MPP people. And a lot of people got angry. Say ade na party a ye nyina ye wom na mo mpani abehia mo no mo ye meeting na party na nkasa recording penino esa de beto abonten. Sa suban na party for ne da na di no na eye suban fun a suban enye suban tantan ti say party for ntimi nhia enye family meeting na ba kon recording for beto abonten. That was when Honorable Kennedy Agyapong made this statement. And mind you, when Honorable Kennedy Agyapong made this statement in 2015, it could not affect MPP fortunes in 2016.
No.
MPP winning election in 2016. That statement did not affect MPP's fortunes in 2020 election. But Muti Ashanti region, na mo dream say sebi obi anim nyansenti no. Mo ma dream no. Asem na okan in 2015 no. Antimi affect party in 2016. Antimi affect party in 2020. But ebe affect party no in 2024 election.
Sa afe no mo akwa akwu.
Sebi hodo brother sebi say ye kan echire obi. Ye dey share reporting. Say obi make statement in 2015. Say statement no. Who the winning election in 2016? Start statement in that 2020 party in the winning election. But by 2024 they are after na Ghana for adwin about to say Sir Honorable Kennedy Agyapong can say be in 2015. This is pure academic dishonesty. Omo involved in this research report in you should be ashamed of yourself. And when you are scheming this report, you know, ebebo mo ankasa mutiri so. because some kokoye research na akufo-addo asema okan in 2024 efa akwabri rose ho no monkai
dia mantimi anka
there be omonkai job kan an say na akufo-addo ka asem bi for akwabri rose ho na oba na po ho a obeka say his description about the former president in Nkrumah, even though he was stating a matter of fact. I'm straining myself say me you see where the be more
abotre
say o kan sem say na podie asem o kan fa Kwame Nkrumah ho na Ghana fo ni anye ho no anu nti na mo say affect him no most of the reports that defending na po say he was stating a matter of fact.
And so I just say ye can ebinumu de ye beka
yes
but ye can we are yen say
defending machi say na pona kasa call Kwame Nkrumah krom nkrofo ko pa achewo no okọ ko pa achewo say asem na okan no antwa yie
ene wo do
report and never quite report to Ashanti region aba ama NPP fo aka kire say na pona na asem na okan no e hye nkrofo abufuo
entina che say omo pese sebe in a way kra no womo eka se ahemfo na poko ye okokopa
womo yes aso omo kra no
sebe omo
ni kokro the John bi no koye but they are telling them say asem na poko ye na ye no kra because they stated say even though Napo was stating a matter of fact. What you say? What kind of report is this? Says to some pastor who ko na Ghana for na odi ko hwehwe mu wo Ashanti region e ka kire wo say Napo kasa na ntwa yi a why didn't you even transcribe Napo asem no kind as you have done against Honorable Agyapong's name here? Honorable Agyapong there, whoever typed this report no e kai bibia verbatim. Say obe transcribe it asem o kind no into the report. Bedu Napo disu dia no aka say his description about Kwame Nkrumah. How did Napo describe Kwame Nkrumah on that fateful day in Kumasi?
I know your man Kai said your kind of
no, and on that time
his excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo
so
man Kai.
But Honorable Agyapong they quoted him verbatim. Na omoya saade no sebi oma dream punch am say asema ye kan. Sir Agyapong o kan semi in 2015. Okay, no Ghana for to abamaye. That was the time na NPP for nya dia who say Oma dinkoni mo Ghana ha ebinsi da close to 1 million votes.
Na Albert woman o papa nkan kire se be adwenbone be okuratiri mu a wotongum.
Se eno na
adwenbone be ni peti ni refini
eno na pie wa hai.
Adwenbone be
ni peti ni kan se we in February 2015. Okoto aba no eno de wo se Ghana for the chair wo. Okoto aba in 2020. Wo se Ghana for an kai Agyapong asem o kan yo. But mokoto aba 2024 no and Ghana for no etiwa no say yakwa ntum NPP because 2015 Honorable Agyapong can say bitia NPP for entiyan goto aba sa asemwe yaka che banyansa for ana sebi na yom say omne sebi nkwara bi na ebedi agronti om the report we ebe brim ni pani so what kind of reports and research na mokoye ni sa no. In any way, yatu aba in 2020 where Honorable Nana Asafumafo ye commission with the committee so amunkoto aba amunkoye research on 2020 election. Sa report na fa hen. Recommendations are na was our 2020 report no e wan fa. Eno de Honorable Chairman Sabo say no ni interest so akwohwehwe de ntia ono no ye majority leader ye call election by na MPs so ate from 169 to 137 na only interest wo. No any interest wom enne ana wabenya interest e wa Ashanti region enti on one lead committee akoye research aba ana almost scheme report no enti eno no ye chief communications officer ema Ashanti region for NPP na ono research o makoye no ono de abetena TV so a oka na o describe research ni say eye drama bi o mkoye ye enti no ono ennim choreography no amoye ni bibia o che respondent ni poster si ye bisa ne say Dr. Mahmoud Bamia na religion play o say debi asim say no gina ha or administer questionnaires no so who ni poster this will tell you say he is up to something and whatever Honorable Chairman Sabos or any other person in the Ashanti region is doing based on this report, they should just back off because fly. Whatever interest they have, fly. Let me move on from Napo. Na me another person omuka na semwa. Chairman Bernard Nchibosi Akon. Chairman Wuntumi. He had secured his mining concession long before the Akufo-Addo led government, but inappropriate communication by himself instead of his solicitors created the impression that he excessively singularly benefited from the Nana Akufo-Addo government. Displaying gold bars on national television got many people infuriated as well.
Enti na chesenya Albert kan ye ni nyina ne se wo mo se Chairman Bernard Nchibosi Akon de ono Ghana fo be hu ne se bio wono wo ye galamsey gold sem an wo ye nanso so wo mo ka report ne kan sisudua se ono o secure ne concession kra way back ansa na NPP amanyoko no kra no ewi ni aba betena konwa so nanso so because of nsama nkofo kafa no nti nkofo agitumu na asantefo gina so mankoto aba ma NPP
ma membisa wa
se yes defend bi
ma membisa wa ma membisa wa se
defenders no do
me pese me hu is it so funny me pese me hu question na come de kwa bonten kwa research we me hu researcher e describe adema saying that ebia afi na nkofo be ka kire me dia me hu bi da enti respondents in the can say ye de eni say Chairman Wuntumi was secure the concession dada but nkofo no mu hu ni say o benefit na Akufo-Addo government why and a part of the respondent onim abra Chairman Wuntumi secure the mining concession why they him are they telling us say respondents no and the country almost say even though ye nim say Chairman Wuntumi secure the concession dada na and I say omo ya report no dey say because Chairman Wuntumi na original chairman no ya whitewashing no na say na Ghana for ka nyina no ya bontungu
na say no secure the concession dada even in the era of John Mahama first coming na adentina sa time no when exhibiting the gold bars no on TV screen ama ye nyina ye hu na mom otwan ya ma NPP baaye Akufo-Addo betena ase ansana
just ajuma sa report we koye eye bogus
another enye bogus sesen
eye bogus say eye kire say
ade nim di fo atena ase atro de eye de bogus
nim di fo ben report na bia me koi who interest or report no who interest or report no report no e kan obi asem dia report na akasa sanka e boa ne say Chairman Wuntumi de na enim say was secure ni mining concession dada was it part of the questionnaires na administer no question ben na questionnaire no ma na ebisa Chairman Wuntumi ho asem question ben na questionnaire no ma na ebisa obi ni worth and na say obi ni private business ho asem Emma obi kwa kire say we register the company this year na we give the concession that year was it part of the questionnaire why must the report capture it say Chairman Wuntumi secured his mining concession before the Akufo-Addo came into government what ediana no mo hwehwe
na say obi akra nim say Chairman Wuntumi na oye ne mining dada
fine
enti afa na sa report yi ba be ka kire Ghana
you see enti we don't even need the report to come and say Chairman Wuntumi na nkofo Adano because of galamsey who na be back share say Chairman Wuntumi no onye galamsey and as na Chairman Wuntumi concession no e da kwansa na Akufo-Addo
2016 2020 na satam na Chairman Wuntumi onye mining na onye mining
enti o share the report here nyina na just say omo try say omo di isi e ba sa na say yanya ye tie report na say wa wo kan po no as say bi unim nyansa omo person be outsmart enipa e de be shem a white wash na say okay Chairman Wuntumi cry kan na ho asem but asem na mo kan ne cry no eni nyina so bia shaman for like atete keke this report here omo chiro wa hi mame call another person neti asem omo san ka fa nipa no ho NS Kofi Osubempa too confrontational in his language use asema nkrofo so kafa Osubempa hono no said ye no kan ye report ni bo Osubempa ni a was it too confrontational in his language use. Honorable Kwabena Tahir Hammond, Katie Hammond, was described by the party people in Adanse Enclave as though having helped to electrify the Adanse area, but later years proving to be a destabilizer. Oftentimes inappropriate, insulting language, which some describe as jokes carried too far. Enti Honorable Katie Hammond so no ade a ye ka fa no ho no. Say assemble no use ye, say word be no use ye, say insulting language be na or dey jokes, and then or dey kai buy ye, and no oba ntimi an transcribe it because at that time no mo brof wasa. It oba ntimi an chere Honorable Katie Hammond so eden e kan ye. Kwame Bafo Abronye and Nana Obribuahen were cited to have often used hard languages in describing political opponents. And also say assemble na Nana Obribuahen ne Kwame Bafo Abronye language omu use ye they couldn't even quote one of Abronye, neither Honorable Obribuahen. But Honorable Agyapong there Nisemo kan in 2015 nyina no ya kire gu ahoma so abe transcribe wa ha a kire where se akere Japan use here
na no na factor na
fact it is inconsequential in this research and na me can say asem no me tumre na ma kire usie asem a mo kire wumi Honorable Japan kan sa asem no a obi anim sem ana ma kire time incident see ye man kan sa asem no
yeah.
In 2015, that time, you know, NPP4 were not happy about Sasem. Now then, I come and to about anti-am in 2016. Okay, 2015, no, said na NPP4 more you so. And then I'm going to about 2016. I'm winning. Sasem no can in 2015, no, said that so that NPP4 3 more. And then I'm going to about in 2020. I'm winning. But about 2024 na Ghana for kai Honorable Agyapong assembly okai in 2015. Na etimi influence omu decision in 2024. Honorable say James Awozu. Yesu sabate nyankora asa o. Sebi taba munyi na wote say no. The sana munnim nyansa at yenye age ya duya. Se time now about 39, 40 years and 42 no more. Se na mu nim nyansa. Mu hu se yenso no ba be yedu no yenso yenim nyansa pa. We will not sit down ama mu ntum futuro nwo bia ni e wo krom ha. Baby a report yi kwa kire say you have an agenda. You have an agenda to prosecute. But obi ama sa kwan no. Ye hu se baby a opese ode ade ne fa no. What the fuck I be share? Obedu kwanta no so na enso gina o twen. Because reporting about Nagasani is bogus. Is this a report way?
Okay, say bogus.
No, not be informed serious. Where this report is going? Ashanti region for Chrome Commission are they require no ma failing.
Na so mo the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so there by enti hwe na ya no so kan ho.
Say make kan for
na ba bia wo mo keka ko say.
No na o pronounce report ni ye fi. O pronounce ye fi. Because as adema make kan apart from Honorable Agyapong was singled out, a tro be fan hono. Oma American won't be a traffic. You can't be before being so near be defending. You said Napo was stating a matter of fact. You said Chamaun to me cry so no cry so I secure the concession that it's Ghana for America Chamaun to me move through uncle. Report in the Casa Ghana for
report no cry saying the Ghana fact.
Or say Asabu Kasakwa. Or say Ghana for name fact no. Ghana phone in such a mountain to be crowned, no secure the mining concession that and I'm doing to be a man to aban. Mujina to be catch a mount to be a mount to me, Munim fact no. Until a man got to aban, and a report in nature, I will say, Chamaun to me next time
reporting him for Nekako.
Reporting will be a Kakon say. They are trying to scheme this report in favor of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. That is the only thing. Because Honorable Chairman Sabonsuka say, it's a question in the area near Bisa say. Now Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, ne religion ba bi ofinu a play round. What is it Debbie? Say senamo Bisa question in the area. Sade na
beka ho. O de ka ho ageden.
Omo de candidate bi asam koe. Did they ask Sir John Mahama so at the end of money we need no a Christian and I said no a Muslim and I said no they are not interested in John Mahama's victory. Were they not interested in John Mahama's victory? Obi anana ko election no obi sa de ntina John Mahama so win here say even though official but oye Christian enunti ana did they ask that question to even inform their thinking say enko be so drain in that direction ana say na omo interest e religion mu why did they single Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Islam kwa na religion Ghana
so no yo mo flag bearer
no flag bearer no you don't contest against yourself you contest against somebody. So you should be interested in that person's religion. If you have people there that are interested in Christianity, you come home and do your homework. Because you are not contesting against yourself. What I say? When you control experimenter, you don't pick one side and do it, but you pick the other one, put them together. Now I shall say, okay, I have one. Sa Asante for no manage Christopher pa. You call Asante regional. Percentage are in home Christians. Percentage are in more Muslims. Out of that Muslim community, no, of percentage, NPP to me, enya respondents be say 20 or more. Can say Muslims cry Muslim, but I'm two Muslim.
Don't you think, sir, one more asem no in a way, say, omu di defend you one kasa omu. Because omu one kasa ne jina waka say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia being a Muslim, no. Because of Anunti NDC for our more deep part in over 30 something years in Inano, or Munina Baba Bedi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Chiatuamano. Afe Yakwa to Zongo Baku, not even a single Zongo now we knew. When we knew Zongo Baku cry, Sabe about one Amokoto, you know, and then Miniam of Fanso ete Ahasino, Obi sending message catcher and say, Free SHS, a man called for a Shuadia Bibri. Until your time is coming and confront to Abama NDC phobium because now Obia Shuadia. Meanwhile, just 2024 elections, all the tertiary institutions in polling stations are winning Ulusu. And that is what, and only a dear Sasa Emamoni Ebama wants to say. My young Kobi Semnia Hesania Hono Etie. Now then, a honor there is anti-Miambim. KNUST, any Kumase. It's other no man ko Sabi, a campus war, Uncle Bisa, the reason why Tia, or man to Aba and Famai. Not just a Sanya Wakano, Yankee Cambo, Yafenina Suma, or Bintina Sum Cosro. Me perceive never say any panel who responded, was Abuzungo, Ewo Kumase. Asawa Mokaya, Niam Kwabo, Enkobisa, Niam Kwasawas in Kobisa, Yavia Yankomanshi Ankobisa. Nyanko ahembobo anu nkobisa nyanko asokwa nkobisa yanko adum nkobisa yanko kwada so nkobisa nyemisa ehofo ni nyina se zongos na ewo ho no omoso de na omokae edi asem na zongos ni kae na ukoba bia Christians no so a obese o research now the religion part of your researcher you don't pick one religion and go and ask somebody say report no essay Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia religion na am play any role na John Dramani Mahama His Excellency, the religion play role now. And they're not interested. And as an MPP party, is it full of Muslims, anti-Muslims in Kwadrin or Mutirimana? When you are talking about religion and it's a fact, go into the communities, ask them about the religions that are predominant in the country. Albert, my report na kanfa His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na yenko. Na me twenga na fo adwen besi ade bi so say encheye na abrantie bi etna Kesben TV ekeka ensama hodo bi abetenya no na abai eye loto na abrantie na eto na ase na okade e because no money na di hu nkomoda da nti no onim no omni na di hu nkomoda da nti no onim na omo de abrantie ne ba se ono meka ne fan test waters ye hwe ne a ebeko na mpa oka wie ya omo san de aba betum so atiase eti bomode na call report na ye hwe Nia report no can fa His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ho na fe yemfa nsi e kina nyame ya adoma na ya to aso na ya pe
mame mao this one o say
eti producer say mo report na mo hwe
o say the perception that candidate Bawumia the vice president was a shadow of the president. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was a shadow of the president. The perception that he was involved in the Mamprusi Kusase conflict. na asantefo no mti kumase a omunya mamprusi ni kusasefo no asantefo no mti kumase a omunya mamprusi ni kusasefo no maba betra hye mu se asantefo ni se na Dr. Mahmood Bawumia involved in the mamprusi and the kusase conflict and for that matter omti kumase no ma to aba ya wa kusasefo ahimfi okumase ani mamprusi fo ahimfi okumase Ashanti region in front na kusase community bi wo Ashanti region in front na kusase no mamprusi fo okuntokwa Samu here kusase for no mamprusi for as a base of researcher and come from soro. Why would you sit in Kumasi and be talking about Dr. Mahmood Bawumia say Asante for say he was involved in the mamprusi kusase conflict and for that matter what Kumasi no influence election.
But Sawoka say oye I mean na oye president in shadow.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Said Dr. Mahmood Bawumia.
President in Adenaba.
Yeah, said Dr. Mahmood Bawumia what all Asante region for can say onye bema enough. All the time na akufo-addo ne control no enu nti no Asante for ne say Dr. Mahmood Bawumia kra no the way ayem pen na akufo-addo governance na o ma tro report no mu no saa na ye toma Dr. Mahmood Bawumia so a na akufo-addo de ne be
very big contradictory because mwankasa kase napo e kan say Nana-Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo aye adwuma that of a year Dr.
Nah, it's a matter of fact.
It was a matter of fact, but in Kofu so and Tuaba.
One person report him said Nana Akufo-Addo's government there was a disconnect in terms of development in Ashanti region.
I don't know.
Most states yes, Nana Akufo-Addo interchanges were greater Accra. So media is 5% completion. Nana Akufo-Addo antimi anwie swame.
Okay, Albert, meba ma yanko phone lines no so na fe yemfa course be 10 na fe yentoa so ewo program no eso. Abusua sinipen dwumadie no ane ewo so no mepa chaw ansa na be fraba no. Making sure say ube lower the volume set of your TV. Any radio no na fe watie wo ewo phone no so eno ye 1. Afe de atoso mienu se wo ba na meka sinipen a na waje so ye ka no sene a etie. Na fe won so do nkomo e de aba wo kire ba bia wo free wodin na do nkomo atoa so na yaku yanim pepepe numbers no aye 0240 550 899 0240 550 899 onso betimi afre na waba nkomo na ye die no eso. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Pacho e femi ojo dan kwa tun me kase fi ejiko.
Sinupei na waje so ye ka no sane a etie
ye kan sane etie
enti me pacho kasa na minti o
pacho fem ko judan kwa pon me kase fi ejiso omo report ya pia sando ji report na pia no ye coup report omo dem na ye report no omo che position omo ko ji information too.
Okay, ya hwere no no so kan de wo so betimi aba na fe ya to aso. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, fine afternoon.
Sinupei oda je so ye kan no sane a etie.
Hello,
Sinupei. Okay, me ba cho jina ba bi e kakra na ye nte won kan wada roma me ba cho te men kan. Okay, ma yentoa so na yemfa diodi ho enso so ne enko usu betimi afre bi 0240 55 0899 na fe waba. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, ujina so bat on kasa eti ma yenko ofre for so na fe yen 0240 550899 na fe onso so waba ahoma no so na yato so akọ yenim. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sinupei.
Hello.
Me pato lower volume no lower my volume no from na tie wo phone so wada roma me pato te menka Hello. Okay, eti ono nso so entimi anyina so ma yenhwe na afei yento aso Albert enti fa onkomo a etwa to ma me na yen sorry e wo dwumadi we yen sorry organa nkomo so ekina nyame ya adoma ye besan atwa your report no
enti de me di betwa to ne say me pese me pick any other one be e beto aso but you see adia obomtro report we what they have to know ni say krom ha anase Ghana my team enyansafo wom pa
o kan nyansafo mu a o si
yes Ghana for nim nyansa that is what I want to say say Ghana for enim nyansa pa na we will not allow anybody or only selfish interest in tino obetro bibi e dia begu obi anim ase na na wa tro bibi e dia skill ankofo adwen na say NPP for our Ashanti region cry some more respect for the mother party and time and neck 40 Professor Michael Kwe report no kese say adwuma mu ye kranko mu jai kese so mu jai near the nationalistic view of defeat na by NPP ho near reporter Professor Michael Kwe mu de beba na wo akwa se aboabo anase kejetia kona bi so akwa report we di aba e di ba be ye the representation of Ashanti region abe kan semwa enim e di akire Ghana for sa report we useless report we bogus we cannot accept this report as basis for MPP's defeat in the Ashanti region
omo Musa Dankwa report na buy no omo de
yeah me say as ade we kura no omo publish questionnaires omo de research no so omo the report na beto abonten omo ye mema omo fa questionnaires no de kwa abonten no embra abonten ne ehwe questions omo bisa Ghana for ne fa to sa report here by this to tell you say this report was cooked between Honorable Chairman Sabonsu and Chairman Untumi to represent the Ashanti region. Now why a report we say all the Yama Ghana for ATR and Honorable Chairman Sabonsu it should be ashamed of yourself say what call a report I call hand over a year for internal issues then they won't out radio so I kind of chapter by chapter. Was it for the public? Was it for the public? This report, if indeed Samuel Adrian Passamo the year part in Wajuma and catch them, why should you leak the report to the media? Now, very well better now, hope I say a mild opportunity to discuss the report. There should be ashamed of yourself. Ajuma me Ajuma fun bogus cry. Report way a year udi jina baby and ye. They should go and come again. We are all waiting for Prof. Michael Kwe's report. A bar party and fantina them. Over the babon, a barber can be. Mom de tena dem no mo yem nyuma yi a yenim say sunsu aso papa bi ewom na beba because ye nyina realize say in the year 2020 e got to ababae no na ya asafo committee report no obi di share dem mama fa anya dwuma and then afia aba say san enema MPP edi nku go in 2024 nyina we in the na ya asafo report but obi feel say oye big wo party num obi feel say ono na MPP party na esi ni na so Entino, ono betimi aka mema nyina agudam no atum na safo ne guni botom. This time around is not going to happen.
All right, Albert me da se fe kire ho na yempe coffee bi ma na bibia enye kama. Ebusua, onso betimi de comment e de aba medical aka cho se enne no ye ne yewura eye William Agyapong Kweitu. Ono eye former member of parliament e de ma the good people of Achim Odan constituency no. And afei wono ankasa nso esan eye yebeka se oye obi a odikan kra ya ye paw no se eye adwumadie ba ko his excellency na nado danko akufo-addo adwumakuo ba ko de ba ye paw no se wono emra meda no me kire eye the tree crop development authority ono anana odano as CEO ene wabeka yensa ye ne no ebedi enkomo enti unso betimi afollow yen ama bibia akonanim na mame call Facebook na fei messages mienu bi a aba ho no memfa eno ema ewo ho wei eye messages ahodo ankofo de aba wo hwa o se enkansa ochre Michael okay ono ne de no o message ne de me kan yan yim pa chew Michael Asari said these people are very evil and we are waiting for them 2028 if they don't bring Ken. Some people like this want to rule this country because they will not have their way if Ken is the president. Into anonsone there, wade aba no. Felix upon PhD movement. Ken 2028 for president confirmed. Into wanone there no. Afi bediakon enso so edifree. I say watching you live from Bono East region. Sinupain is the best show. My regards to Honorable Ken. We youth organizer hopeful. Okay, enti onso so odie eno ya ode aba eti yebeko studio B na Sabatel enso so aye krado ho na messages ahodo de nensa kan ho no wabomienu bi so de amaye na fei yama ye guest akwaba na ya toa so de efro oba pa net say
yami ado me ho ya
wadwane ajamin na makomako mienu
kafra man shada
yo wan shada yate yada ase papa messages ahodo aye nsa kan no ma
messages kakra about YouTube. Evans Ampofo, where does the minority rule the majority? NPP leadership took the party to opposition. Their selfish interest, greediness, wickedness, corruption, and economic mismanagement. Onodia Odebaino, Gideon Kweku Ekon, my best program so far. Fred Owen, you see this man, very hypocrite and bad. Evil man Ankasa, he has nothing to offer. Michael Arthur, Honorable Ken, he should focus what he's doing. He should ignore the so-called NPP report. Evans Ampofo, who told Chairman Sabons that religion and tribe doesn't play a role in elections. Wicked people. Ekia Amankwa, good work, guys. Randolph. So when will the NPP executive stop these banters between Ken supporters and Baumia supporters? Randolph now say, all these rants will not help NPP. What positive will it come out of these banters? George Mensah, Che Mensah is not a good leader. The problem is from Baumia, not from anyone. Grace Watson, I hope you are also not being biased. So can't between one and Albert.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Mama say or say Che Mensah, you better repent on also there or the ebino. Patrick Bredu, Mr. Asmani, please stop attacking Honorable Che Mensah Bonsu on the thoughts he shared. He has not made any definitive conclusion on anybody. Stop. Mr. Hanamba, you may if we have. Or say, I occasionally question whether Che Mensah Bonsu is truly Ashanti because during the years he served as MP for Swami, he did not see any positive advancements from him. Patrick Breed or say Abinadi, you did not get this analogy well. You should listen again. He made a comparison which suggested that the report is not conclusive on anything yet about whether religious factor or ethnic. And also they are by Mama Sewana or say they are defending the rest while tarnishing Ken's image. George Mensah, Monsinu PEIN, and also they are by Patrick Breed was saying he said the report is only an Ashanti region bit and therefore cannot be used to conclude that the loss was religious or ethnic based against the candidates. And also they are Abinadida, and to you, was it only religious or ethnic factor that brought the defeat? And if you will be true to yourself, what can you conclude on this report? Why is the report trying to blame Honorable Ken? And also they are Nina Efia also their hatred for Honorable Ken is just too much. Hey, no, they are the what's George Mensah, Albert is very smart and intelligent. Gideon Kweku Ekon, or say more fire. Mr. Nkum, Maminya won't see her actually the academy Baba can home amount.
Mate, but I say, Papa say, waka me home. I was here. Once or so, okay, home, yada say, Yanda Sabatel, say, Yanko Ponchao, ebi baby mo, no assign Abana, ya twaso name. Yan fire ni entremo ewo eye bia ba akopani nkosua entete se ewiase na ye wono wo ntete a eye na eboawo enti ye nyina de ani echiremo ewo ye Mary Noel Beauty Academy eho ne ye kwa akosua de me pa chaw eho ne ye boa na afi ya chaw basic pedicure na ye san aboa chaw eye basic manicure afi basic barbering enso eye ade a ye kire ewo anything that has to do with beauty eyade a ye kire ewo asoe ho eti bomodin se oso betimi aba na afi wode wo ba aba me a kire na de fa unua no bra me en kire na de afi wan kasa nso a utifie no brana yen kire wade na afei watimi aba out as professional na waye adwuma ama bibia etimi akoyie bibia ye oho bia ho ka no oba ye no edi nkomo na afei yate ohamu nchemu aduasa 30% off ede free so ede amount pe ye kira kwan ye wo eye 6 Alajete Street ewo Adenta Enkrampumpuni mantem ene ye kan ho asemi ubetimi afre yen ewo 020 920 1365 020 920 1365 na fe one eye Mary Noel Beauty Academy enso edi enkomo papa abusuama me na wase se wajebre ede amame ene ye chembo se ye ne yewura William Agyapong Kweitu a ye former MP edema the good people of Achim Oda constituency yene no ebedi nkomo efudum ha ampa waba ya yene no eba be asinkonnwa na afei yetimi edi nkomo opani bibia boko de
me adom ahwe so
mishia wa che papa mishia way back 2011 long time ago sa time na me obi akefem woni nana ya osafo mafo eba ya na yedi nkomo enti ache pa se bibia boko de wa hwe ho so yi nso so fi sabre nya bepem ne se na wote anate secret ni sen
first one ye erade ye dan no tambia na yedi ne nkyerɛkyerɛ so ene ye tie say ye be live good life kakra pepper yo you see me a scientist me a science kakra and you know science no mama yati say body na Nkum create no what you put in is what comes out
okay
and if you put in garbage ode na my body ekomu a it will tell on you e be show when you know and as much as you need be no na say we yanso Nkum oboya ba we asima ode ekofa akrase ye hwese ye bedi fumu no man krase no man no ana ekipia bibia fresh kwekras na de bia bankra no adi na ntino yenye enoma extraordinary bia so you live according to the Nkum ashede ato ho ene live according to your income so into income kwekras na de bia bana odi no men kofa KFC ni ada nya me se men ko hobi menya me bedroom ni ya ena na me
no all right enti yene honorable William Agyapong Kweitu ena yene no edi enkomo 2012 up to 2016 ono anwore MP edema Achim Oda obedu 2013
to 2020 or 2021 January 7th
okay ena u free ho all right enti ono eno no na ye nyina ye beka ya his excellency Nana Dankwa akufo-addo o try say obema Ghana enso so etimi akọ nanim enti enema ahodo a ye no amanone wo try so de bi eba ha especially oko Tanzania and afa ye Ivory Coast bibi te say eye cashew and afa enuaba ahodo a aka no eyade a wo mo ahyemu kena enu nti omu disika wo mpa aside cocoa Ivory Coast ewo hu sika no wosan ewo sika pa ewo eye cashew mo na eno na Nana Dankwa akufo-addo transia no create Tree Crops Development Authority ede ebae enti ehun nkomo no hyase somewhere 2019 ena call parliament ena parliament edidi hun nkomo ba ko mienu ena afei womo pass ye pe na ban so ede ne nsa hyase a eba be ye emra enti womo hyase ekopa ho ntoma wa Asante Mantemu na pani a yede no esi ano se CEO ena yene no edi enkomo ewa hai opani sa enkomo ya ye ka ho asemi wohwe fribra Ghana yedi hu nkomo wieye agitumu se ampa sese de ye gina ne yie no mo hyase no na etesen
yo medasi Tree Crop Development Authority ho adwendwe no hyase ache
okay
me wo agri sector for a very long time 2012 ana agri sector the write up and a policy bi ba say say etimi hwe say nnuaba Ghana ye wo kwanya ye wasase ye wo ho no ma ebetimi adua no esetimi pagya bi mu ebe ka koko ho se de koko aboa Ghana no did the American 2012 no kana mi say na me wo Ghana Cocoa Board.
Okay.
And the Ghana Cocoa Board we hwem renma first pananka omohwe koko Shanat Nkum aba no ene coffee so. Nti mo Cocoa Board no adwuma titru na me ye ewo ho na me hwe first no me ye manager of the office of the CEO.
Okay.
Nti any administrative. Nti later no he me call research manager no now I was in charge of looking at the development of Shanat and then coffee. Na kuku for her. Because now Shanat ni coffee no so na as a coffee. Internal coffee for Agyapong. In fact, Cocoa Board coffee good cry, but along the line no 2010 ho ana ma ezikabia ye dey say ye hwe coffee so. And mo na na me coordinator. Nti pejia ma ko sitama 2012 me winning elections 2013 me starting me parliamentary activities our parliament. And the three crops na say bio honim de dada. Enti no samrenya obeka na NPP ne opposition. The samrenya na dwendwen ho aka say side policy ye per se de ba no. Eja ye free abam de ba ye de ba ye de be dey ye de beba. Enti adwen ho free sa 2016 no na ye call elections no ye de to ye manifesto. The dey share manifesto ma ye win 2017 no and the free 2018 no kona na ye pa adwumakuo bi a so obeka 2017 ye call for na me ye deputy minister of Agric, exactly. And I was in charge of tree crops.
Okay.
Until Honor, we develop our tree crops concept. No? The tree crops concept, no. To then tell my develop na ubonse. We say cashew for. Omo msha say paye rubber, oil palm for, cashew for, and na share not for. Share not for the time I work Cocoa Board in. No person on tom ho. I'm Cocoa Board and share not ye. In the your own documentation, your own policy, your own be say and get could be a share not board. Ewo tamale.
Okay.
Ekra na ye who be at that time. Na yura do mama ya na vice president onu di anim na koi na ye kwaji dan ne yi nyina se be ye ho nyina seed money na ye de be establish sa share not board no ama ana sebi o maban ye dey edugui enti yen ye buy na yes ye be hwe other tree crops man develop na timi diska Ghana ene omo ye sakria no so no yes hu ni se wo ye cashew nko board na wo ye rubber nko board na wo ye share not nko board no wa ye ebia mango ne coconut de akiri na ebeka ho enti na your 3 crops 4 crops ende na ye dun enkomo pa 2017 ye dun enkomo se ye ba ebia ebe ne separate board ye cashew shernut oil palm and then rubber 4 crops ende na ye fa ne se aye mature da ye dun kita ho di policies ni bia ba enti 2019 ye ho documentation ni na eco parliament could do parliament ana mpenifo bi to say never say Haruna Idrisu or sorry ma mango so no nso nisiri mu ono kruma no omo ye mango pa na that nti mango nso tree crop mango nye tree crop ara me say me no to say question ma me ona ye agric nam so is a tree crop or that nti na mango so itimi export na that na we asom ana Katrina Fiku ono so say ni constituency ho no so coconut to no ka coconut na ye papa Michael speaker no so ana otedwam chami otedwam speaker you know no ideally parliamentary rules no the speaker is not supposed to be part of the debate but we or excuse us am kan coconut dia mo fan kan na sambre na menim se Michael speaker tambia ba no bonsa na glass bi sit the table so onom na at that time no na menim da say na da bia de onom na coconut. It is an opinion say every time that you see me drink something here, this is not water, but this is coconut. I know what it does for me. In the way I'm over coconut and so there. Nti policy in the paper no memorandum no eba parliament there. Nanka coconut any mango. Nanka. Na your 4 crops.
Parliamentary discussion.
Through parliamentary debate na you. Ana omka say the TBF anka na be 6 crops. Ana the debate here na you share no and the be an act of parliament. Be an act of parliament and I say abandoned in such as this was 2019. In the 2019 no abandoned in such as and the call Sebiu presidency and the presidency assenting. The presidency assenting to now say you establish it. Say it is a law, but you have to establish the organization to get it running. In the 2020 in September at Kumasi, Bekaipa 29 September.
Yeah.
And president eba na inaugurating to inaugurating no for the first time in the history of this country nam da so member of parliament na akoba se minko parliament be in 2021 so it was clear ana adwuma we nso oba na dwendwen ho ne writer up ne yetama adwunyu nyame na me coordinator putting all the brains together actually nyina ana bisan ko deputy minister in charge of it. So I was putting those policies together nti akoba se minko parliament be na se unko parliament be na se be establish tree crop development authority dia ene na one edema mana dey obeheso nti yura nanado president ede mantle man me seminar me CEO no the core parliament kura no and this for be hey how can you be a parliamentarian because I'm in free parliament at that time September 2020 remember I left parliament in January 7th on January 7th 2020 or January 6th 2021 and I was appointed as CEO in let me see my appointment letter 1st October 1st October 2020 and I know the parliament and but I was to oversee it and and the time was soon because I started Tree Crop Development Authority. The structure of Tree Crop Development Authority, head office of Kumasi, the main reason being that 6 crops now, they say managing Ubu Kumasi is central to all the crops. So, here a year share nata, a free Kingdom Poichiro, Konadu Kofa, both upper east, upper west, northern region, northeast, Savannah, 5 regions, some of them here, share not Bani Ofa Kashua is also beyond offensive. Adequate transition zone no na cash nso that's from Kumasi to that place nso e good offer mango ebi ho dodowa eastern region so ana offer oil palm western region ne central region ene ho nyina de foba isi nyina no ene southern zone nyina no so ye oil palm so a yegi into just offer 6 crops nyina moving from Kumasi to help develop these crops nyina no Kumasi or central enti na yura also free akoto then the minister of Agric yes yamfa head office no Nkum Kumasi. Now 6 crops here the boom anko here to say cocoa board. The structure is such that we will have a board chairman, okay, who will be appointed by the president. And then you have a CEO who will also be appointed by the president. These are from private sector. And then we will have 4 members each from the crops. And the oil palmer omenya 4 members. Board no so out of this 4 no one must be a small scale producer, one must be a large scale producer, one must be a processor, and one must be a marketer. Because a marketer it could be a trader, aggregator, or exporter. And one must be on the marketing fold. In the 4 times 6 crops no amount 24 members and a board chairman CEO economic 26 and a opese basically private led no private sector no ebemu kesiye ana offer ministries no omo be manage when mana aye governmental no so no and also minister of finance one representative, minister of agric one representative, and then minister of trade one representative. In the South Tree Crop Development Authority, it is to me largely a private sector driven authority because omo no be doing actual government say senior per se na government in the back na dey aka ho and itina omo na ye an act the government in the back no can be an abaye mra so the bear farmer and I say any actor within these 6 crops no ebetimi a follow entino ye acting we no wunim say we acting so there na say we regulations a ebetimi a push the act forward acting no hye mra no na ni so is acting here the main framework and then regulations will go and give the details of the framework so that's here entino na say regulations no into regulations no so me take over no yetimi aye regulation some act if you have me acting, it takes about 8-10 years. No, but as one to measure regulations, yes, that just act. Regulations, no.
Is it not because background now what they buy, what they buy,
and also and also 1 year regulations. I want to say, go for a private sector,
and then also the private sector were also ready.
Private sector. It is 1 year regulations now. One man brand man year, Ubia be the and you push for the formation of the development of the regulations in term. You share any actors in there. Near Dubai, NGOs so boy, government boy initially no, and NGOs boy. Within 2 years now, regulations now, and a ban in passage, and Parliament a passing. In fact, the act was passed in 2019, but the establishment of the authority was done in 2020, and then the regulations was passed in 2023. That is was passed in 2023. So there was a structure no, as no, TCDA full-fledged authority execute the mandate.
Okay.
The mandate are basically two, to regulate and to develop.
Okay.
Those 6 sectors.
All right. So my answers are two. Now, in terms of regulations, Nadia, Rebecca said more to me. Regulations no edaho. Inteno de mubenya ni ye. But to develop it, no, meaning say na no so come core functions no eho. I mean, how far na mutimi develop it could do here?
Yes. Development also hinges much on the regulations as well. And the development side, we're looking at one, each of the crops, where they are and where they have to move to for the development that we all envisage to come. And what someone may call a development plan.
Okay.
Or a development and strategy plan. And then in this plan, each of the crops challenges has been identified. And the strategy to more or less overcome these challenges is development. But among all of them, the basic challenger are planting material. So in farming, in cropping, if there are 3 basic things, you must get the soil right. You must get the planting material that you are putting in the soil right, and then the agronomic practices. Soil near right, planting material no, it must be of scientific genetic material. Udi share assassination we are, said you be see a and so be see a and the maximum yield. And these are the 3 things.
Okay.
Soil, planting material, and then the agronomic practices are over here a bit me amana ye.
All right.
And for the development side, yes, you see and to get the good material, planting material, it must be developed in the laboratory.
Okay.
And various scientific laboratories, research institutions, I organ have for each of the crops, as impact to be who say, identify for each of the crops, planting material available. And demand driven, that is the international market.
Okay.
The nipa no peno, the we are seeing a peno, and then on pe. Now, yetimi, the science, a developer. Me call deeper into science because the clones and I mean the same varieties are bit me and the mango in mango varieties are we are not saying nia bit me call marketer or try better offer oil palm nina no research institutions now involved government research institutions your research institutions we have a Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, various research institutions, your cocoa research institution, cocoa research say they are the government institution that is mandated to do research in cashew, into the cashew ade. I'm here. Also a year research into shea nut. Why? Because shea nut was under cocoa board. Okay. Into cocoa research a year, almost substation or bole. And another station or bole where any cocoa research or tafo almost sign cashew. And offer oil palm and the kusi Kadekusi oil palm research institute. And Kumani Legon Greek school so almost all research be almost here and research institutions almost here oil palm so and at the same time almost here coconut so coconut and oil palm in the families of plants they belong to the same family.
So I see you sir adwuma ya waye nyina mame musa say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wama okwan say adwuma na wapamo
Dabi yes me got na fie me tifie sisi ya
o se kokot na fie no na opese o kire say
well, sir, Ghana, no party structures now, sometimes I don't agree with some of the things that we politicians do. Said, you see, practicing like winner takes all. That's the system we are practicing now. Obiba, my contract here. My contract is supposed to end in September. I was given a 5-year contract.
Okay.
It's not ended by January, by 24 January. Near me letter, the secretary to President Callistus was signed that the president says. He thanks me in that.
And teacher said revocation now air course on all account.
24th September.
So winner takes all not on pet sadie no. But
me say it's not good for this country. Also President Kufo try to or try to be playing or here or high Indom.
Yes.
For certain
to become a minister of energy.
Malam ya kofa Malam was PNC or so. Kofa and Bass Sports a year and Sensim Bana on so upon Gusin chain. President Kufo did something on that, but coming forward and do a bit for the Yenino. So back 2017, I had ended for play card a play video be Miami Papa, political father, Sabmanfo, on in his vetting or can the plane or say once a man appointing for governor and this governor appointing for in December na year na say nye budget no money budget near that year of course they must sack them
nkami ba de busa say wow papa godfather and na shase
okay but you see actually no you know who say it wasn't a good thing to amana ya implementing it fully because the bar first and be me call agri sector cocoa board no me share that franco for be what we did was yan sakum nyina you share those who were not qualified. Okay. At that time, no for extension officers. Will be a history, a government. No man appointment say we extension officer on Kuku. It doesn't make sense.
But say a bit training.
No, it's not possible. 1 year basic science. It's not possible. At least you let that person go. There will be a year science, biology, agri, that those people were made to stay. Me sector, that was my sector. I was the tree crops. I was in charge of tree crops in the cocoa body. This is what we did. We didn't sack everybody.
And he said, President Mahama Kase ni amomo ye no nso ye bia. I mean,
enye papa. We didn't do it as they are doing. They massive. Teacher for master till we didn't buy a class or we go for you. Next some we go for you. And then I read somewhere TUC boss. I said they are advising the government to stop this massive or mass. Termination of appointments.
Winner takes all. I
don't think it's a good policy. It's not a good thing. It's a good thing. Maybe there, Umami Kofi, CEO of Rubber. What friend me on America, or say, or call rounds, he would need me to do a briefing. I'm saying, yes, I'm ready, ever ready, anytime. Because what I did was a handing over. Transnam Church, and put me hand over and put on no see you, put on my. Me na Umami hand over my deputy. No, I think maybe I was the first target. It didn't fire me first. But with time, I fire deputy CEO na maybe hand over man also. And also hand over on that day, I mean he was handing over the CEO position to the CEO at the same time handing over the deputy CEO position to their deputy CEO. Even
looking at tree crop sector, what changes are more Niama moye any idea nyina at the end of buyer 2024 Mulusu election ya say.
I want to say adiom ye changes in tree crops.
Okay.
Yeah, the development, yeah, the new dimensions to cropping and marketing and diaba. So that you say over crops we're able to do something like what you call pricing mechanisms. Like cashew. I feel now we are say cashew farmers and the buyers. Almost soon. It may go as low as no to be taught 1 kilo of cashew at 2 cedis. What you now you're developing formula no since you're buying 2021 year started into the formula no season you do an area. International market.
This is a more price and
across and then cashew. This year you're pricing at 15 cedis. Yes, pricing no you every month depend on the crop.
Okay.
Cashew, yes, 6 months. And your first announcement now. First month, no, say changes be in the parameters. Now you determine price now. We just announce that let the price go on. Oil palm go every month. Yeah, announce the price about it is advertised. Ghanaian Times and then Ghanaian Times graphic and then on our website you advertise it rubber every month.
My way no
me by now no be discussing report we that no count. Ochina and I me constituency. Sa committee some ba. To Ochina be continue. Okay say adding to man to amaya. There are a number of reasons.
Okay.
A number of reasons. And these reasons may not hold for all constituencies. Me constituency there. Me who do because I descended me form campaign power. Emma
meaning say we a well experienced politician won follow in the agrokra. I mean per adwuma hodo amoye ye nyina ya Ghana force ya nyimuntum ya nto abamamo ya yimodi mo akwakusi nchan ene ade. Now there's a new government awaba afekura na wahye wo hwe se ne awahye ase a all pampam nkofo ene ade na de na hu.
Oh me hu ni say initially he's trying to please maybe Edis from Kwa. But nipa apamom no unim nipa ban ba bi omoto abakọ na adade o. Enti upam sankofo ni nyina na se furu wanya dwuma nya kan hu se in the next 4 years no that person will also come and
Ghana for be a case as a drew baby no na mo ya ahomaso ya to aba ma mo awie nti afi yen ya ma mutumi no kra no momfa yen nya hwe ya fremu a momfa ye ne mo kasa kra mo mua yen ni nyina ka ho eno wogitum
enye meme asoye so me de ofrem dia befa ofrem ne ma ntime
afa ba wo se wunuanom bi mu no mo yesa
well obia on the sector I was so busy
honorable kojo upon kromate ha e kan ye se na mo ya ahomaso as former information minister
no a former information minister until he goes round no yeah but me dey on say your man portfolio be say me na new until ana na this council until my focus was on getting funding and support from the NGOs and that 24/7 now then be my busy but be ho because say kwa koya a few places me person be be na ye function be say wa say na ye per support be free some ministries be me ankasa me to anamanko ho 3 times I left my card at the station. The minister in charge never got back to me when fee me I wanye me and second time me call am secretary who dey by any man or say the man no can when fee me that ana me call minister agree say minister mpacho wan kasa koye sa di ye man no si jana ye bitman fa say no minister just want to say minister ana ko fa ba bi no timi yes I didn't mind but up to now the background me in parliament na a minim no bitman boni dey bibia no a me call no na so ye ho kasma baha this is my letter baha letter no nyo na ye ho adwuma me minister ama ye call ne subordinate to na ne subordinate yes I didn't
hwan asem na okay akonya na oteso yes ni pen akonya na ateso nta ye ka bibia
me pacho entino that is the experience I had at that time yes na me bepe fever bi we official
adwuma
duty ye international conference ewa I needed you the minister to authenticate or authorize the visas of some people near that in Nkum on paper. Na ya tro naturally to the amount ministers and also me minister and also na me bro na me nya response na me follow up ma mo bi am follow up me see you na ngasa na me follow up and me ngasa so na follow up say me ba wani ma me no atra parliament for 2 terms pen me call 2 times 3 times ni nyina me call me continue so ni ho kwa me see na me jai
say we share NDC for omomodo soprando now I mean niama o ma sha se omo ye ya sha say invite other CEOs any the NIB ye adwuma as CEO what see wachi NIB for Anton Samvrel
I don't think so. What time you betun sa frame bia no I'm available ajana me kan grasi ni ma hwe afuos ni da dia me so avede me so ba start me ko pass as ni ma mafu ni bi
enti said you inviting kofo no ne kwan so ano no
say president the president account I say everybody must stay and account for stewardship and that is how it must be occupy public position there and so you prepared say be your baby and no be accountable this na tie me and sane be ko na na ana me catch me board yenya auditor and they started say ye audit no unfortunately audit ni enwie ana ye ma me ba fie the auditors no ho omuguso a omo audit no at any point in time the head of the audit team no ehia bi offer me I drive to the office and offer explanation and they said okay na bi ntino mu wie bibia na say say I'm liable A2 ye nya World Bank project bia na ye World Bank project no ana ye ba TCD main activity for the yen share nya ska bibri every government but internally generated fund kakra levies ye GG na no ma ye nya no ana auditors no ntina me pese omo ye na me din ayi but I never anticipated say me nya 3 months mpo our office but time ye ka say omo ma ye no na just say auditor general ye chro no time omo man so munya time no ba ye audit no enie this time no mo share no buy ndomo sha say I think late December your 2 elections in we no they came to Yenya audit meeting no pre-audit meeting no, I think on the 18th of December and I'm starting 24th January and you fire me so they are still there doing their audit they are looking into all the books into me we are report we are if I have to answer then I go and answer but occasionally they call me and I'm prepared to go through because now me say me making sure say me chino audit about bibia and sana I anticipated say me kofi minim say me ko but na minim say bia aye dey nkra no January February bi dey e bia metwa dey me hwe ne senka ye dis you no buy na ka bia alongside am no na ma church na ka me hand over na ye audited accounts ni bibia and bibia na me dey me hand over e dey amano but amane sa intimate fee about auditors ni omajuma
now my yanko back to o constituency Achimodan constituency Oba wa obeye MP no and then na me ne ebinum edi nkomo and some were telling me say in terms of school are dying any at the education sector because now we formally now we ranking member no nti na say nkofo ehun say we ye adwuma pa obesan kwa kodi MP biem say wa be ye ti o wanya ska kakra fine obetima obesan kodi biem
that me see you they say TCD say one of the smallest authorities establish government menya say biama afina ye say TCD no etimi with the regulations no eboa farmers no etimi develop kwanima no mature levels and saneska aba TCD mu
nti ubekwa kodi MP ni biem
madwin ba bia me gina sisi a da bia no enya yihire enya adwin sakra se nyame mama hoden am kuram ya a yakọ yanim no nka ha ebia meko ebi nso a menko
sinipe mame ubekwa kodi MP wa achim dan biem
me take decision in that going forward no conditions that be no but it's a semekwa na say last 4 years in kamiko and a president Dankasa ma minister friend ka tell him say one of the ashemsa no bijemu a said the say gina
nti say nyame so da ye say kona kodi dia bekwa kodi
beko
unu akwesi akwa adwuma a oye no o compare to dia wo ye ya obetimatu no
o program as was in PEIN no but last 4 years me ko yan committee no
last 4 years o ko yan kabetu akwesi akwa
yan committee no
dia na hu ya na eche se nka akọ ya nka betu no
say obia nam na dwuma oye so na ye nyina ate constituency ho enti no okwa ye kwa yie yakwa sorry ye yi amanfo ba nchan ekasa say on say obi ba foforo na mako 2 times enti no wa hwe we oba obesi ana no so ba 4 years to ba one time no hu no wo de oba no ne ye wo aban mu no ma oye nyina no enti de compare nos enti me koya nka mo senka metu no enti but you see no ana make no me I am about 58 and a half years now. So they are here. It's 4 years. If we do number 62 years.
Okay.
And the time I be co prime minister no, any Juma me see me be farm that this is here no. I weigh all those things and then take a decision. But I'm still a key party member. And to be a bit to be, I'll try to say, I'll drive to the place and contribute my quota. Be a campaign me who no me we know. In fact, sir. Method that finding out information here that honestly me sitting here I have a contrary view. Na me full sense mama you every constituency be near obia no obema yankasa access here like a true report and then they look at the report and based on the report no the true be na some folks question me bisa na mo ba no na we are cut now just 2 hours spare you be open forum obia me one no say bi o me ye boni bi o ba be jino na me to bi o ba be come some money. I don't think that this method of looking at what cause are done for no so open for
it is a method na ye de committee ne de ye adwuma no say
I don't like it
enkoye ma dia results e be ba no be koye
well so among be find out the results no ba I read it but still I may still have my doubt because Ghana for yen atun for yen kasa and that open forum yen kasa mina me katro it is nke yen so ubia na research
for na nyatwuma na Ghana for na nyatwum
Ghana for yen you sura samka ebia twinu misro fa jam kakra me transfer ma nyatwum no ebia na nye that's I would draw that word say nya I don't know you pass him surasem that is what I want to say you pass him surasem nipa ni gina onim ka ontimi yen kana nim eni da ne mo menko ama menko say my views ma me family din share so na ka say me all right and send so na maka ABCD say na me family din share so ana be kra me din share so kra o de bisa na ma evidence no to me no because you see every constituency be I want a peculiar challenger at the may Lucy allow the people to speak but in an open forum people will not speak
mama ma be 2 minutes na chere me nia ema mulusu election massively wo constituency wo me minim say mo constituency so no so ete more I mean
baby voter turnout was just about 52% no ka ho I was there I went running but the voter turnout was less than 55% oda enti enno enti normal contributed to sanu manyina yes well COVID no other international challenges ebe hit enti the economy nyina gitum say it was not the same as 2017 2020 no, compared to 2020 2022 no adama economy say inflation cost dollar exchange rate rocket cost near the nina affect intima amount for hon ana ombutum here but Nanado did very well by cushioning people in terms of school fees so mutua near that don't come in free SHS ne what you call NHIS but heat na a bar the economy inflation you know I think say na anu ye more than the social amenities na ye papa president akufo-addo adema abanfo no
okay.
So anu ye one factor and two another factor so yes say the okan yan say bi no say be arrogant we say and say no nka ho me the ba odan specifically odan about 2 or 3 things happened me kanu ha or some yeah nina about 2 or 3 things happened edwashi amount for edwashi pa government discover the way you chase kana man ko from way no was not was very wrong obu okra man for titi baby omo nim odan enkojo obi efrem wo from Kofodua when nursing or pass it through odan nursing training college you know anana or ejuma Kofodua no nka also my say disca akoma say no ofrem exam say tonabo menye ne day me oni market
like ye chase kana ma omo ansa say de koma wo
my that's one maslock by along the line yes starting maslock for now we nya bi na nsensem bebre maslock nsem eba bebre entisa na manyina no the majority of the people who were hit were the market women almost a dozen and no man money adade entumi na your imagine say yankotoba enti yankotoba and this voter turnout no
all right honorable yabre no aso ya besa invite you biom na yaba na afi yakom into details because say no also koshia committee no nti after so share committee na wie no me sure say ubenya more eya yebetimi akasapa now ya to abawie ekoyo ankoyo madintwo party ma obia kasa ya struggle ahead of 2028 efutuo ben na wode ebema party ma
say you be forget it there SCH but of course you can't forget and then just say ultimate play back na advice so the main reason why we study history is to learn from history.
Okay.
And you know, because you forget that just say we team we come that quickly no you for your and share and tem you can home you say 2028 is just around the corner na you and a friend so adeba kunso na because na mama yesa adeba ku di nya wo area pa esa delegate system ya we kunya skasi na we kunya skasi into mama nya bi no and they a man for can several times I mean like in the next constituency or down there one person been a call you request can call to you no say you but we call constituency we know yes we must say we say it's about time we find another means of getting people to do the voting and I say nominating or electing our leadership because obi ti be no so obi anya 10,000 no anya bia and it's not more I don't need to repeat it your executives no I can and I hope they are working on it.
All right. Enti yene yera William Agyapong kwetu ana yene no edi nkomo e sinipen dwumadie so ono former member of parliament at the Achim Odan constituency afei osanso former deputy agric minister and afei his excellency John Dramani Mahama so bae no wapam no as CEO so onkotena fie from tree crop development authority wayinadi so onkotena fie nti say no honorable Asan Akufia ye hwese so bekwa kodi NPP ma obeba ba beka so obedi oso ndi obeka na ha ya na yato aso akwa nti aha ana brenti yebetimi ede asi na yadamu nyina mo ase na aseda kese no yede ma aboafo eso yasene Mary Noel Beauty Academy me pacho eho ana obeba ba besua de enye nimde a ebebo ye papa eho ana ye kire basic pedicure basic manicure basic barbering ana afenia ekeke ka ho enyina me pacho se wo ba besua therapy no ne nyina Mary Noel Beauty Academy pe kira kwan ewo enkran ye wo adenta ye wo 6 ala ajete streets ewo adenta ho freyen na fe ye ni nkomo ewo 020 92013 0244 na fe yendi nkomo abusua medwasi ye frɛ me Anthony Kofi Nkum Daddy frɛ me Mr Nkum medwasi nyame ya adoma ekena besanso atwa so